Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to These Go to 11. Once again, I'm Nathan Bell, and Greg Dutcher is not joining me today. If you are watching this, then you can clearly see that. I am here alone, kind of weirdly set up in our studio area. And if you are listening, then you are just hearing me tell you that Greg's not here joining us. The reason for that is because quick explanation. You may or may not have noticed that there was no release of a podcast this week. That is because there were some technical issues going on and we could not release one. So our plan is next week. If you're listening, it is March 5th today. I believe that's the day, Wednesday, March 5th. If you're listening to this, 2025, just so for some context. And so, yes, we had some technical issues this week. We could not release one. So the plan is to record the one that we should have released this week, or I should say re-record it because we already recorded it once and lost the file. That may or may not have happened before on this podcast. So the plan is to re-record that one and then record a second one that we were planning on doing and then dropping both at the same time. So technical issues prevented us from dropping one this week. Again, today's March 5th. It would have dropped on March 3rd, or March 4th, technically, is when it would have dropped, Tuesday, March 4th at midnight. So Greg and I will drop two next week, which will get our listeners caught up with where we are in our segment. Remember, March we are dedicating to apologetics, and so we are very excited for the topics that we are going to be working on when it comes to that, and we will give you more information as that comes out. But the main reason why I am doing this release is to do our book giveaway, and so that's why Greg did not need to be here with me to do that, and so I wanted to get on. I wanted to do the book giveaway. Now, so excited to be able to give away these books from these fabulous authors that we've had. And what I will need you to do is, if you hear your name called, I need you to send me an email. These go to 11, all spelled out, and then the number 15. These go to 1115@gmail.com. Once again, these go to 11, all spelled out. These go to 11, just so we're clear, all spelled out. Then the number 15. So these go to 1115@gmail.com. And I need you to just send me your contact info, your address, so that way we can go ahead and mail off a copy of the book to you. If you are a member of Christ Fellowship Church and you attend church here regularly in person, we will make sure that we get this copy of the book to you in person. And then if we can get it to you another way, we will also do that. So we were so excited to be able to bring these authors to you and to have the response and the outpour that came from you toward these authors, and just telling us how much you enjoyed them and how much you loved having them on. If you just saw that, I just dropped my computer off the table. How much you enjoyed having them on the podcast. And so we looked forward to it. We are so glad that we were able to bring them to you, and so thankful that you listened, that they were beneficial. And now we want to be able to bring you, we want to be able to release to you who won these books so that we can get those to you as soon as possible. So we're going to just go ahead and start in order in the way we release the podcast. First, we had Dr. Craig Svensson talking about chronic health issues, chronic pain. And we are very happy to announce that I'm not sure if it's Nick or Nike, Nike, Roush, Roach. You have won Dr. Svensson's book, and we will make sure that we get that to you as soon as you email us. And then Deborah Smith Schultz. So thank you so much for listening and your feedback on those. It was greatly appreciated, and we will make sure we give you a copy. So Nike, Nike, Roach, Roach, and then Deborah Smith Schultz. For our one on anxiety, again, our two winners, we had Liz Edrington, who came in to talk about anxiety. And so very happy that we can announce the winners for Liz's book on anxiety. Rohan Langehoven. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Rohan, I know I will see you at church, so you can correct me if I'm wrong. But you won a copy of Liz's book on anxiety, and Danielle Puig. Danielle Puig also won a copy of Liz's book. So again, just make sure, actually, Rohan, I will see you in church, so we'll make sure we get you a copy of that. Christine Chappell's book on Midnight Mercies. This is the book that she wrote on depression and motherhood and what that looks like. So thankful that Carol Marr sent us a notification that she had listened and really appreciated what Christine had to say. So Carol will make sure that you get a copy of this book. And then Lindsay Saloom. Lindsay Saloom also won a copy of this book, which I believe, Lindsay, you've won a copy of a book that we had for, and I'm drawing a blank now, of course, because I'm recording this. Sorry, but one of our authors in the past, and I know it'll come to me, and I know I will, have egg on my face when that happens. But Lindsay Saloom and Carol Marr winning Christine Chappell's book, Midnight Mercy. So please make sure that you catch up with Greg and myself. Eliza Huey's book on trauma. We are, again, just so thankful that these authors were able to join us and just give us their insights and their perspective. And so want to announce that Brianna Almengor, you have won a copy of Eliza Huey's book, and this one was actually brand new as of February. I believe February 4th was the release date. So Brianna, you have won a copy of that, and Christine Davidson. So Christine Davidson and Brianna winning Eliza Huey's book on trauma. So congratulations to you all. Dave Harvey is who we had up next. And if you remember, Dave came on just very emotional and heartfelt conversation about losing his daughter to addiction. And so we are very happy that we can announce that Rohan, again, winning Dave Harvey's book, and Danielle Puig winning Dave Harvey's book. So Rohan and Danielle, kudos to you. Thank you again for listening, and we will make sure that we get you copies of Dave Harvey's book. And last but certainly not least, we had Leslie Schmucker on, who came on and talked to us about raising a daughter with mental health concerns. This was fostering and then adopting her daughter, and just, again, a very real and honest conversation about what that was like and how that impacted and affected her and the family itself, and how God's grace saw them through that. And so pleased to announce that Jim Thompson won that book, and Rohan again won that book by Leslie Schmucker. And so we want to, once again, I know I've said it before, I will continue to say it, thank you so much for listening. This is our way of saying thank you for listening, being able to provide great authors to you, and then provide their books to you as well. So thank you so much for that. We do want to thank P&R Publishing for supplying us with the books to be able to send out to people where they were able to do that. And keep listening. Again, we apologize for the inconvenience of the technical stuff that we had. Looking forward to jumping back into it next week, bringing you 2 episodes that you'll be able to listen to next week. And yeah, that all sounds good, and we hope to catch you on the flip side. So until the next time, don't forget, keep rocking the Casbah.